Hey guys, it's Merlini with another episode of Mad Rares with Merlini 40 November 5th Playday. And first and foremost, make sure you do check the Reddit thread. There were some matches that weren't initially posted on Dota 2 Lounge, the Vici versus IG matchup, as well as the Navi versus Sigma Int. I bet on Vici and Sigma in both of those, and that definitely helped my stash of rares. Anyways, for the first match that we have for today is CSW versus Knox. Never seen either of these two teams play. I bet on Knox last time. 1 minute rares. Gonna go roll with it again. Some dude posted on the Dota 2 lounge bets and seemed pretty confident. Why not? Next game, Idol versus Slytherin. Haven't seen either of these teams play. Yesterday, Insidious Idol beat out Orange, and Orange beat out Slytherin. I believe the transitive property will hold here, and I think Slytherin also has worse names, even though both of their team names are terrible. So I'll be going with Idol. Terrible returns though. It's like one, not even one rare for 4, but whatever. Anyways, next few that we have or for star ladder matches, best of 1. Any betting on star ladder matches is a YOLO bet, so keep that in mind. First one that we have is Empire versus VP. VP is pretty inconsistent. They looked okay versus Alliance, but they also lost versus OSG, and that was just awful. So I'll probably place 1 rare on VP at these odds because I'm not going to bet on Empire because Empire's also been looking like crap. So 1 rare on VP, one of these days it'll pay off. Next one that we have, Rock's Kiss versus Empire, another best of 1. Empire did beat out Rock's Kiss 2-0 in their last heads-up matchup, but both of these teams looking pretty weak. I'll bet on Empire as it stands. Even if VP upsets Empire, I'll probably still bet on Empire because then the odds will be a little bit better. Rock's Kiss, though, they've been looking pretty good. Goblek has been having some issues lately, but they've been on a losing streak, so I'll just go with Trent as my friend, even though I do like betting on Rock's Kiss generally. So Empire for this one. Excuse me. Anyways, next one that we have is a match that I will be casting, Fnatic EU versus Liquid. And even though it looks very close to 2-1, 68-32 is very close to 67-33, which is pretty much 2-1. The odds aren't exactly 2-1 because if it were, it would be 8-4. So these odds are a little bit skewed. It's probably closer to like 70-30 based on the rare percentages. And this one's probably the most interesting matchup for the day. And most of the times it's been like 50-50 or even slight advantage Liquid in this matchup, but things have changed a lot in the past couple of weeks for these two teams. Fnatic, they've been looking on fire recently beating Navi 2-1 to get to this point in D2L. They also beat Navi 3-0 in the semifinals of DreamHack, although they did lose 0-3 to them in the grand finals. So Fnatic, a little bit of inconsistency there. They actually did not make it to the finals of MLG, neither did Liquid, so both teams suffering in that aspect. I'm not really comfortable with the odds betting on Fnatic. It's still pretty terrible returns, like 1.7 rares versus a good team like Liquid. They've been on fire lately, but they beat 4FC 2-1, and they got upset by 4FC just before MLG, and that is not the consistency I'm looking for. And they also just got demolished by Navi in the grand final. So I don't really feel that my rares are safe with Fnatic EU, but do my rares really feel safe with Liquid? Liquid, 6 losses in a row without a single win versus Alliance. And yeah, Alliance is a great team, but not the tier 1 spectacular, they're going to own everybody's face off Alliance that was pretty much their namesake like 3 months ago. So yeah, the thing about it is that was all at LAN, and Liquid usually underperforms on LAN and does very well online, and Fnatic is the opposite. They do very well on LAN, but a little bit poor online. So I think the odds should be a little bit closer, like 60-40, 62-38 in favor of Fnatic still. So I'll be going with the value bet here. I am in for 9.5 rares for a betting 4 on Liquid. Go America. And also Liquid has a slight advantage. It's a best of 5, so I think they get like their choice of first pick or side for games 1, 3, and 5. So that's a slight advantage to consider. Next to our Star Ladder YOLO matches, VP versus Mouse. I haven't seen new Mouse play, and VP is just trying to find their true form right now. If VP beats Empire, I'll probably bet on VP. If they lose, I'll probably just bet on Mouse. I don't really know too much about this matchup because I haven't seen Mouse play before. I would know a lot, but with 2 players out from Mouse, 2 players out from VP, and Illidan and Jodomin, haven't seen enough from these two teams to know what to expect, and it's a best of 1. Next one that we have, Sigma Int versus OSG. This is pretty much the easiest rare I'm going to get. And yeah, they might get upset, and yeah, you're gonna have to take that risk of possibly losing 4 rares. But Sigma Int beat out Navi in a best of 5 yesterday. That is pretty damn impressive. And OSG, they lost to the retry. Come on, these odds should be a little bit better in favor of Sigma Int, and the yellow words will make the odds a little bit better. But I think these odds should be closer to 90-10 if by some miraculous chance that OSG happens to upset Sigma Int. I'll be more than happy to lose my 4 rares, but I don't expect that to happen more than 1 out of 10 times. Last one that we have is Power Rangers versus Fnatic. These are the exact same odds as Sigma Int versus OSG, but this is nowhere near as safe a bet, even though it's a best of 3, and generally people are like, oh yeah, best of 3 safer. That's not true, because Power Rangers actually 2-0 Next KZ, not a bad team by any means. They 2-0 4FC, who 4FC also upset Fnatic once in a best of 1, and they also beat them out 1 game in the most recent best of 3. And PR also beat SSD 1-0, who beat out EG and looking pretty strong lately. So this is way too risky of a bet, betting on Fnatic. 4 rares for what, 1.1? That is just terrible odds. So this is not a Sigma Int OSG bet. This 78-22 is way riskier than the 78-22 above. So I'll probably bet small on PR here. Pretty good value. Or you can bet big depending on how big your bankroll is. So thanks guys for watching another episode of Mad Rares with Merlini. I will keep the Reddit post updated if more matches get added or something changes. So thanks guys for watching, and if you like my channel, please subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/MerliniDota. Thanks guys, good luck with your rares.